Phosphorus cycle is a biogeochemical process that involves the movement of phosphorus through the lithosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. Phosphorus is an essential nutrient found in the macromolecules of humans and other organisms, including DNA. Phosphorus is often the limiting nutrient, or nutrient that is scarcest, and thus limits growth in aquatic ecosystems. Phosphorus is a chemical element found on Earth in numerous compound forms, such as the phosphate ion located in water, soil, and sediments. The quantities of phosphorus in soil are generally small, and this often limits plant growth. In nature, phosphorus is often the limiting nutrient. In other words, the nutrient that's in shortest supply and puts a limit on growth, and this is particularly true for aquatic freshwater ecosystems.
The following are important steps of the phosphorus cycle. 1. Weathering. 2. Absorption by plants. 3. Absorption by animals. 4. Return to the environment through decomposition. Weathering. Phosphorus is found in the rocks in abundance. That is why the phosphorus cycle starts in the Earth's crust. The phosphate salts are broken down from the rocks, and these salts are washed away into the ground where they mix in the soil. Absorption by plants. The phosphate salts dissolved in water are absorbed by the plants. However, the amount of phosphorus present in the soil is very less. That is why the farmers apply phosphate fertilizers on agricultural land. The aquatic plants absorb inorganic phosphorus from lower layers of water bodies. Since phosphate salts do not dissolve in water properly, they affect plant growth in aquatic ecosystem. Absorption by animals. The animals absorb phosphorus from the plants are by consuming plant-eating animals. The rate of phosphorus cycle is faster in animals and plants compared to rocks. Return of phosphorus back to the ecosystem. When the plant and animals die, they are decomposed by microorganisms. During this process, the organic form of phosphorus is converted into inorganic form, which is recycled to soil and water. Soil and water will end up in sediments and rocks, which will again release phosphorus by weathering. Thus, phosphorus cycle starts over.
Human impact on phosphorus cycle. Humans have had a significant impact on the phosphorus cycle due to a variety of human activities. Here are the examples of human activities that damages the phosphorus cycle. First is the mining of phosphorus. Harnessing phosphorus from underground causes imbalance on the mineral levels. Second is the widespread use of artificial fertilizers. Apart from damaging the soil, runoff from farms flow into the bodies of water that results into oversaturation of phosphorus. Last is the artificial eutrophication. This is done by intentionally pouring phosphorus and other chemicals to achieve a floating garden look. This chokes marine life underneath the pond. On the other hand, here are the ways on how we can minimize our negative impacts. First is by using compost pits as fertilizer source. This method is far more sustainable than artificial fertilizers. Second is patronizing organically grown crops. This lessens the need for widespread use of phosphorus-based fertilizers that pollute bodies of water. And last, supporting and participating in cleanup drives to declog stagnant bodies of water. In this way, concentrated phosphorus can disperse and lessen its saturation levels.
In conclusion, the phosphorus cycle is an essential nutrient for sustaining life on Earth. It plays a central role in the transfer of energy within organisms, the structure of genetic material, and in the composition of cell membranes, bones, and teeth. Damaging it means endangering the survival of organisms, including us humans. That is the reasons why we need to understand, appreciate, and protect the phosphorus cycle.